getting to the game. Yeah, it was actually. There was a bank up of traffic for a couple of hours, so a lot of the players arrived late, including the coach. I think Duff got here about 5:05, so only 20 minutes before warm-up, so that was obviously a distraction, but we probably started that way a little bit. Our start of the game wasn't as good as we wanted. We were down 10-0, but showed some real grit to then score 22 unanswered points until I think we got a bit comfortable at the back end of the game, and our D wasn't on song for that last 5 minutes. Yeah, it's different than what we've been playing. I think we all know, but if you stop the game after 30 minutes, we're in the top 4, but for the next 50, we're in the bottom 2. So, to be down by 10 and then get to a winning margin that we did was very pleasing. I thought the blokes, the interchange when the boys come back on, we started the second half better. The first half we turned over, we forced some errors, but then turned over the ball on the next set, so we really didn't build pressure and went into half time. We got that try before half time, and we knew what we needed to do better, and I thought we'd done that. When we forced error, we built possession then and started to get repeat sets, and the possession rate swung really well our way, and then we were able to get points on the back end of that. So that's different than what it's been before. Certainly, we don't want it to be a one-off. We certainly want to, improve again on what we've done tonight next week.
Tyson and Warnie had Wolfskin on the bench.
Yeah.
In between these kids. Was that because of Origin, or was that
Yeah, it's a bit of both. We've sort of been manipulating our starters with the guys we've got missing, trying to get the right balance of experience and youth out there at the same time to try and eliminate them late game, the last 50-minute fade-outs, as you say. So there was a purpose there in starting Luch in the middle with 2 experienced players, and then bringing in on Corbin and Laurie, and then young Robbo. I thought they were doing a fair job, a couple of them boys. So it was a bit about managing the Origin players to get the best out of them for the night. And when we started to sort of win that possession battle, the guys out there were getting a bit of rest. So the longer we could leave the guys off, I thought, at the time, I thought the more powerfully we'd finish the game, and that's sort of how it panned out, except obviously that try at the end.
Obviously, another turning point was Michael Morgan going off.
Yep.
Paul Green was just going up about the tackle the same as late.
Yeah. He blows up about a fair bit, eh? Had to go with Freddie last week too, didn't he? Yeah. Got a lot to say. I'm comfortable, with the tackle. Absolutely. He wrapped his arms around it. How can you stop in that momentum? It was looked at. There was a scrum pact. Move on. Zip his mouth.
Another couple of games here in the next couple of rounds. How important is it now to get some momentum?
Oh, very important. And we spoke about that. We've got 5 our next 7 at home, 3 here and 2 at Cogra. So it's really important that, the win tonight's important. To back that up's important. So we've got to make sure that we take out what we've done well, build on what we need to. We've got a fierce competitor against us next week in Melbourne. Without the Origin players, both sides will be missing Origin players. So we'll regroup Monday and really work hard to get another W.
You said you were trying to get the best out of your Origin guys. Paul, I think finished with 160 metres. What did you make of your Origin boys tonight?
Yeah, I thought they were good. It's a real challenge for Ben Hunt at the moment because he plays 9 for his state and 7 for his club. And obviously there's a fair bit of difference in them 2 positions and a lot of calls in between his ears. So he looked a little bit lost at training yesterday, calling a couple of different things, but he moved all right tonight. The guys that played in the forward pack, Tyson played 80 minutes in Origin, which he hasn't done for a long time, and to back that up 5 days later, and do what he done tonight, along with Paul Vaughan. Paul Vaughan was quite ill before the game. He must have ate something that didn't really go down too well. So he was vomiting there at half time before the game. So to do what he done was very pleasing. And the other one, obviously, is Tarek. Got back to his favourite position on the edge and done a job.
Gary, what's Corey Norman's experience at Origin camp last week doing? How does he feel about that experience, just being around the Queensland group and coming back to the Dragons?
Well, I'm probably not seeing that right now, but I think we'll see that towards the back half of the year, the back end of the year. Obviously, this week it was straight back in, one training session play. But Corey's quite a relaxed, confident kid, very composed and certainly very competitive. So I feel that, whatever he takes out of Origin will only help his game. And he's not far away probably from making that arena as well. So I hope not next games because we need him next week. But, it's good to see him having a bit of enjoyment. His positional kicks tonight were really, really important to the team, and I feel that he built us into a really good position, field position to defend well.
You will know that you've barely scratched the surface this year, right? You might want to table that off, and you're only 2 points outside the top 8. That is likely to be the best touch right in the mix when you've barely played nowhere near the best football.
Yeah, definitely. To be within a win from the 8 at this stage with the distractions and injuries and our performances, it certainly gives you a goal to make it, that's for sure. And, we'll be getting some numbers back in the coming weeks. But certainly we've got to make sure we get enough wins in between that to be a force at the back end of the year. And tonight helps that. But next week's going to help that too. So we need to make sure we stay focused and make sure that we don't leave it to them players when they come back and get the job done before they come back. Because it's there's enough talent here, as I said, to win games of footy and to not lose like we have in the last 6 or 7 weeks. We've just got to be more gritty.